To the channel Physics Made Easy. Today we will study new topic, optics. Optics means study of light. Now what is light? Mainly through light and sense of vision we know and interpret the world around us. Nature has endowed the human eye with sensitivity to detect electromagnetic radiation with a small region which is called light. You know what is that small region? That is called visible region. What is light? That is part of electromagnetic spectrum, which it is the whole topic electromagnetic spectrum. I will share the link for electromagnetic spectrum. It starts from gamma rays to radio waves in increasing order of wavelength or decreasing order of frequency. So part of that electromagnetic spectrum where visible region comes, light is said to be that region. So light is electromagnetic wave having wavelength in the range 400 nanometer to 750 nanometer, or in some books it is written as 420 nanometer to 780 nanometer. So it may be, if you write what is the visible region in the electromagnetic spectrum, wavelength is very small from 400 nanometer. You know nanometer is of the order of 10 to the power minus 9 meter. Now what about light? Two important things. Light has the highest speed attainable in nature. What is that? 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second in vacuum. And the second thing that is very important, it is an electromagnetic wave, EM wave, of wavelength belonging to this region that is very small. So how it travels in a straight line, you can imagine. It is considered that a wave travel from one point to other point in a straight line. So this straight path is called ray. So what is ray of light? The straight path from one point to another point, light covers in a straight line, that is called ray, and bundle of such rays is called beam of light. So what is light? Small part of electromagnetic spectrum or radiation having the small wavelength range from 400 nanometer to 750 nanometer. Now, what happens when light falls on any surface? Depending upon the nature of the surface, if it is shiny, smooth, then maximum portion of the light is bounced back, reflected back. This is called reflection. And if the surface is transparent, then light passes through the surface, that is refraction. And if it is opaque, then absorbed. Normally any surface is not 100% smooth, 100% opaque or 100% transparent. So part of the light is transmitted, absorbed or reflected. When we make the shiny surface by polishing, you know how the mirrors are made? A glass piece is taken and amalgamate the mercury and tin. Amalgam is painted on one side and red iron oxide for making it permanent, so that other side is totally shiny, smooth for reflection. So 90 to 95% light is reflected. Today we will discuss about the reflection of light. What is reflection of light? When light falls on a smooth shiny surface, then it bounces back in the same medium. That is called reflection of light. And you will be familiar that suppose this is the surface at which I am making, what is this? Polished. This is polished surface. Whenever the light ray comes incident at this point, then this is called point of incidence. And if a normal is drawn, normal means line perpendicular to the shiny surface, then this normal, which is making 90 degree with the reflecting surface, the angle of incidence is said to be this one, I. Incident ray and normal, in between that angle is called angle of incidence. What are the rules of reflection? You must be knowing that the same angle at which the ray is returned back, making the same angle, this is called angle of reflection. So rules of reflection are angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection, and incident ray, normal and reflected ray, they all are in the same plane, and it is quite obvious here. Now this is the reflection, this is incident ray. What happens if light ray fall at the surface normally? Normally means if the light is coming along the normal like this. Do you know what will be the angle of incidence? Most of the students say 90 degree. No. Angle of incidence is angle between incident ray and normal. So this arrow makes this incident ray as well as normal. So normal and incident ray are same. Angle I is 0, so angle R will be 0. So if the light ray falls at the surface normally, then it will return back, retrace its path. This is called normal incidence. For normal incidence, angle of incidence is 0. Okay. So what happens? The light ray is reflected by, suppose we take the first case, a plane mirror. Today we will discuss the interesting cases of plane mirror. Now we will see plane mirror images, that is reflection by plane mirror. First point, distance of object equal to distance of image. You must be knowing all these points. So how to prove it? Suppose this is the plane mirror, okay, this is the polish. Through this side a reflection will take place. This is the normal and this is the object O, point object O. You can also say that this normal ray will retrace its path like this, because normal incidence, angle I 0, angle R will be 0. Another ray you can have at the mirror like this, okay. This incident ray is at this point of incidence M, will be reflected in such a way that on extending back, this ray and this ray will meet at a point which will be the image of O. Now you have to prove distance of object equal to distance of image. So mark a point here, taking the scale exactly at this distance, suppose point P, OP at this distance where the image will be formed I. Then you will prove it that OP equal to PI, that is this distance of object equal to distance of image. Now how will you draw the reflected ray? You first join this M and I point, okay, then extend it in this direction, then this will be the reflected ray. Look here, that incident ray is normally, for normal incidence it is reflected then extended back, and this ray incident reflected then extended back. Two rays are required to form the image, so I is virtual image of the point object O. How to prove distance of object, distance of image? It's so simple that this angle is normal 90 degree in both the triangles OPM and MPI, and if you draw a normal here, this one, then angle of incidence will be same as angle of reflection, and this will be the angle of incidence, then same will be the angle here because of this 2 OP and this normal. They will be parallel, so alternate angle here. And what about this angle? 90. If this is I, then this will be 90 minus I. Same here, this is 90 and this ray is I, M and whatever you can write here name, straight line. And here if this is the angle I, also I and I both will be the same angle, so this will be also I, so this will be also 90 minus I. So these two triangles OPM is congruent to PMI. Okay, that means OP equal to PI, that is object distance equal to image distance. Now in this interesting case, if the mirror is of insufficient height, length, you can say, object is here, will the image formed here? How will you see? What is your answer? Image of O will be formed or not? Yes, image will be formed. How? Look, one ray, it is incident at this point. Okay, first of all, again I am telling how the image will be formed. Here no mirror, but you extend this by dotted line. Okay, extend the mirror line like this, and from this distance you mark the equal distance at this point, so that the reflected ray at the point of incidence, again you join, this will be the image as first case. In the first case we have shown here, you join I with the point of incidence like this and reflect. Okay, take another ray, you can have another ray to show here like this, and again you can join here. Okay, and this will be also reflected. So in this way, image of O will be formed at I. There is no mirror, you can remove it now. This will be the image formation. See the clock problems, that is whatever is time shown by a clock, what will be its mirror image time. Look here, in this figure, this is 12 and this is at 3, if it is 3. What will be the mirror image? If you show here that this is the mirror, this is the clock, and here it's mirror image. If this is the needle, minute and hour needle, this is 3 and this is at 12. What will be here in the mirror image? Look here, this will be same as this, but what about this needle? It's reflected image. What will be here? 9. So you have seen 3 o'clock in the picture and mirror image 9 o'clock is observed. Interesting case that if in a watch for 2 hours 25 minutes 15 seconds, what will be the mirror image time? Remember, you have to subtract it from 12 hours. How can you subtract? 12 hours can be written as 11 hours 59 minutes and 60 seconds. Will it be written out? Now the time which you have, for which you have to get the mirror image time, this is 2 hours 25 minutes 15 seconds. Then what will you do here? You have to subtract 2 hours 25 minutes and 15 seconds. Then that will be the answer for mirror image. So this is 11, this is 65, this is 4, here this is 4 and this is 3, here this is 9. So whatever is the time shown by the hours, minute and seconds needle in a clock, what is the mirror image time? If it is seen by the mirror, then it will be 9 hours 34 minutes and 45 seconds. So in this way, clock timing and mirror image of time is calculated. Very interesting question of plane mirror, where mirror is placed at 45-degree angle from x-axis, so 45 from y-axis. An object is placed here at point P at the 5 centimeter from origin. What will be the coordinates of its image? How to form the image of point P? Look, you have to extend it like this, okay, and from point P, that is from object, if you draw a normal, then this will be the normal distance of point object P from the extended position of mirror. If you extend this line also, y-axis, okay. Now look, if this angle is 45, this will be 45, this will be also 45, this is 90, this will be 45. What I mean to say that if you name it, then OPM triangle will be right angled and these two sides same. Here PM is the distance of object from the extended position of mirror, then same will be the distance here at P dash, the image will be formed. Okay, this MP and PM both will be same and this is the straight line, okay, in this way at P dash. Now you can see that this 45 and here this is also 90, so this is 45. What can you find for this OM or PM? If this is hypotenuse, if you draw here, this is 90 degree, okay, these two lines are same because this is PMO, this is 5, then what will be these two? If these two are same x, then x square plus x square will be equal to 5 square. It means x square will be 25 by 2, so x will be 5 by root 2. Okay, what are the coordinates of this point? So look, this is 5, then these two are 5 by root 2, 5 by root 2. If this is 5 by root 2, this is 5 by root 2, this will be also, because this distance is same as this. Then 5 by root 2, 5 by root 2 again, what will you write for this side? This will be again 5 centimeter. Then what will be the coordinates of P dash? This is 0 from x-axis, it is lying at the origin, and y-axis here minus 5. So in this way you can find what are the coordinates of this point object P, its image at P dash, coordinates of P dash. Find what will be the minimum height of plane mirror to see full image. Suppose a person is standing in front of plane mirror like this. This is the plane mirror and the person standing is here. Suppose this is the head position, this is the eye position and this is the foot position. You know, the head is here in front of mirror, whatever is the distance of object, same will be here, so this will be the H dash. Similarly, you can mark that the distance position of object and image is same, so this will be E dash, and here if you draw, this is the position of F dash. So what will be the height of object? This HF. Same will be the height of image, virtual image, this will be. Okay. Now how to find the size of mirror? Look, at the eye, if the rays will reach from head and from foot, then you find this image. So if you find that at the eye, this is H dash is the image of head, then if you join this like this, so this is the ray which is coming from H dash. Okay, not actually coming from H dash, it is coming from object H, that is head of the person, and it is reflected in such a way that on extending back, it's supposed to be coming from H dash. What I told, that mark the points at the same distance at the distance of the object. Similarly here at the eye, if the ray will come from f dash, so it appears to come, okay, it is here. From where it is reflected? The ray which is coming from f, like this. So look that here from foot to eye, from head to eye, these the rays are reflected and the rays extended back are forming the image. Now put here the name of the, this is suppose this point is M, this point is O, this point is, suppose this is M dash, okay. Now if you see that this triangle H dash E dash E, this is the 90 degree, okay. Triangle H dash E dash E and look the smaller triangle MOE, they are similar, same base, same hypotenuse. So MO and H dash E dash are perpendicular at EE dash. So which two triangles are similar? Triangle EMO, this one, and EH dash E dash, this one. Ratio of the same sides, if you see this is H dash E dash upon MO will be same as, this is suppose distance D, same will be the distance D or not? Yes. So what will be this? H dash E dash upon EE dash. What will you write? This will be the 2D. EE dash is 2D upon this MO upon what? D. So this expression says that H dash E dash is twice MO. Now if you consider this triangle, look, I am writing the name E dash F dash E. Look, E dash F dash E. This is right angle triangle, and OME triangle, OME, again with the same expression. What will you write? Like similar triangles, ratio of the same sides, E dash F dash upon OM dash will be same as, this is OM dash, this is M dash, will be 2D upon D again. So what is here? This E dash F dash is twice OM dash. Now look, the derivation is almost complete. If you add these two expressions, H dash E dash plus E dash F dash, this is the size of image, okay. Then you write here, this is E dash F dash, that is the size of image or the size of object. Suppose this object size is, you can write anything, suppose X, X is the size of this, then this is equal to twice of, what is this? MO plus OM dash. What is MO plus OM dash? Look here, MO plus OM dash. So only these two portion of the mirrors, they are sufficient to show the complete image. You are not needing these two portions. Look, they are not needed. If this is X, okay, then this is the size of mirror. What will the size of mirror? If you write this H dash E dash plus E dash F dash, that is size of object, okay. Then size of object or length of the person who is standing is twice into size of mirror. What is the meaning of this? That mirror is half of the length of the object. That is, if you write here X into 2 into size of mirror. What is the conclusion here? That size of mirror is X by 2. So X by 2 is the minimum size of mirror. Okay, this is the minimum size of mirror to find the complete image. If you are standing in between the mirror and a wall, suppose this is the mirror, okay, and if you are standing here, okay, this is your eye, and the same distance from mirror and you, behind you at the same distance there is a wall. Okay, now this wall is behaving like the object. If you want to see the complete picture of this wall in the mirror, then what should be the length of mirror? This. Look, if you see that this highest portion, top point of wall will be at the same distance. If this is D and D, then again this will be 2D. So it will be here. If this is P, then this will be P dash. Again, from P dash to E, eye of the person, this is the person. Okay, if the ray is coming like this, so this is the virtual position of the point. P dash is the image of this point P. In fact, what is this? The ray is coming from P and reflected here like this. Okay, now if the person is here from the lowest point of the wall, what will you find? That this will be the wall, and the lowest point, suppose this is O, here it will be O dash. Then what will you find? This will be the distance 2D. Then again at the eye from the lowest point, look, if this is the ray coming from the lowest point, it means that this ray is again coming from this lowest point of the wall. Actually, this is the incident ray, this is reflected ray, this is the incident ray, this is reflected ray. What will be the height of mirror? Suppose this is the point M1, and if you join this position, suppose this is the point N, this is the point A, this is the point M2. Okay, look again, how will you find what will be the height of mirror? We are just having this explanation here that from the triangle P dash N E, if you see, and triangle M1AE, what can you write? Similar triangle, these are perpendicular, this is the base, this is 90 degree, and you can write here this P dash N upon M1A will be what? This total 3D. This time you will write this 3D upon this, what is this distance? D. So DD will be cancelled. What will you get? This P dash N is 3 M1A. In the same way, again you can write this NO dash will be this NO dash upon this AM2. If you write, this will be also 3D upon D. So you can write here this NO dash will be also equal to 3AM2. What is M1A plus AM2? This is the M1, M2 ends, these ends of the mirror. You can rub this portion of the mirror and this portion of the mirror here. Okay, only this portion is required. Look, if the whole distance of the whole length of the height of the wall is x, then this OP is same as P dash N dash O, that is, this is also x. Again you can add these two expressions. What will you get? This x equal to this 3 common, this M1A plus AM2. What is that? Size of mirror. So now in this time, in this case, what is the size of mirror? You have seen x by 3. How? When the person is standing in between the mirror and wall, exactly in between, then height of mirror, length of mirror will be 1/3 of the length of object. In the next video, we will see how many images are formed by two plane mirrors placed at different angles. what is the velocity of image if the object moves towards the mirror with certain velocity. So we will discuss few interesting examples in the next video. Keep watching. Thank you.